Hello, hello. This is Cargo. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. It just came to my attention that I totally missed the latest patch, and it's a big one. So I thought I'd talk about the patch, because there's tons and tons of, okay, that might be exaggerating a little bit, but there's quite a few changes and tweaks. So, I guess, I'm reading them off the list here. First, we got the ammo beacon tweaks. They said they reduced the ammo regeneration. And this is good because before people could throw 10 or 11 grenades just with one ammo beacon. So that's good, but on the other hand, I really never had a problem with it. So I feel like that was something that was abused by a very few people. But it's good that they fixed it, because that'll clean the game up a little bit, tighten it up. So what they actually did to do that was they added 2 more seconds between grenade regenerations and 1 second to clip regeneration. So that's a good one right there. Grenade damage, overall they just reduced it. Especially with the demolitions perk, the grenades are ridiculous, so that's definitely a good thing. They said they reduced the frag grenade damage. This would be, let's see. So yeah, it won't one-hit people anymore, which I think is a big part of making games enjoyable, is not making it a one-hit unless it's a headshot. So that's good right there. They did tweak the turret a little bit, which was good, because I hated people who just would drop a turret like every time they'd get shot at. So stupid. But yeah, so they increased the deploy time as well as reduced the overall health of the turret so they go down faster. So you still can't single shot a turret with a frag grenade, but they'll be easier to deal with. And that's good. I mean, and the key here was that they increased the deploy time, so you can't use turrets as much as you would. It takes longer to reload it. What am I looking for here? I don't know. But I think that was the key one right there. But the damage was never really an issue, how much hit points it really had. And then they tweaked the atomizer, which, you know, I thought the atomizer was just fine. They reduced the clip capacity to 10 and increased the reload time. So, I don't know, I didn't think the atomizer was that overpowered. People who were even halfway decent at the game could easily deal with atomizer people. And of course at close range, you'd get taken out by an atomizer if you didn't have a close range weapon yourself. I mean, I don't think the atomizer needed to be tweaked, but I guess that's alright. I never used it too much anyways, so it won't affect me. Next, we got the bullseye. They upped the time you can start firing after a tag, so that people risk something when they fire the tag. Because the problem before was people would shoot a tag and then all automatically start shooting, and then they would already have it lock on you if you didn't have the biohazard suit, and so they just own you really, really fast. And I think that's definitely a good thing, because it encourages skill, because the bullseye actually before required very little skill. You tag somebody and then you automatically essentially kill them because all your bullets will hit. So that's definitely good. And besides, skilled people don't need to use tags on bullseye anyway. Not saying that I don't use them myself occasionally, but generally it just saves time to not use a tag. So that's very good. The shotgun. Wow, I haven't used the shotgun in forever, man. Forever. Let's see, they reduced the fire status. And I guess that was the only thing that really annoyed people, was that if they get lit on fire from a fully upgraded shotgun, then they'd burn to death, even if the shotgunner just like hit them once. So, I guess that's good. But I feel the shotgun isn't that strong, so that probably wasn't necessary. And then the auger, they reduced the damage, so it takes 5 hits to kill somebody instead of 4. I don't know. This one's tough, because I feel like the auger is only really that effective when you're in close proximity with something firing through a wall. This is tough. I would say that I don't agree with this change, just because the auger was really only effective at close range, unless somebody wasn't moving. I mean, I guess maybe I'm just inaccurate, so that would be my fault, of course, but I don't think they should have changed it like that. I definitely think that it should have stayed at 4 hits instead of 5 hits. And of course, if you hit him in the head, that reduces it significantly, so accuracy does help. But I say that That was not necessary. If anything, they could have reduced how quickly you can deploy shields. I think that would have helped. And then next, the wildfire. They reduced the damage radius slightly. I don't know. It was kind of hard to kill people with a wildfire anyways, I would say. The only times it was really all that effective was when you were shooting into an enclosed area like a room or down a hallway, or if people were clumped up. Or I guess if you had long open ranges like on New York, when you have that wide open I guess we can call it a corridor. Sure, a corridor where you could lock onto people potentially. But I think the wildfire, if anything, could have used a buff. If not, definitely not in damage or damage radius, but maybe in how fast you move. They also could nerf the size of it. Holy cow, you can't see half your screen when you're using that thing. And I guess the argument might be made that, well, you know, but with the wildfire you can put out so much damage that it's kind of equalizer that you can't see your whole screen, because then you can't just spin around and shoot somebody in the face when they come around the corner. But I say that that's what needed to be done, because it was kind of hard to use the wildfire effectively anyways. And so those look like those are all, or that looks like those are all the major edits that they had. And I agree with most of them. The only ones I actually full-on disagree with are the Augur and the Atomizer. So feel free to let me know what you think about my opinions. But other than that, I think most of the tweaks were good, except for some minor gripes. But it's not a big deal, because most of the edits were done to weapons that I don't use that much. So thanks for watching. Keep calm and super champion.